A teenager gets signed, cameras flash, headlines scream, and before he even laces his boots, he's called the next Messi, the next Ronaldo, the next someone. But what really happened to the boys who were once worth millions before they became men? Let's find out. The first one is Ousmane Dembélé.
Corner, Dembélé puts the ball in, reaches the head of Gerard Piqué. He cuts onto his left, it's still Ousmane Dembélé, still Dembélé, and he finds the bottom corner. Barcelona failed to score in the first 45 minutes, but just 2 minutes into the second half.
Dortmund spent 35 million euros in 2016 and called him a bargain. I remember the noise around his two-footed tricks. He ran at Bundesliga backs like a game character on Turbo. 1 year later, Barcelona threw down 105 million euros to replace Neymar. That felt crazy even then. Months passed before his first goal. Stories of late arrivals, fast food, and long gaming sessions filled the press room. 5 seasons brought flashes, nothing steady, never more than 8 league goals. Injuries kept cutting the tape. Barca cashed out to PSG in 2023, and I thought the story was over. Yet at 27, he finally looks settled. 14 goals in 18 league matches this season. The talent was real. The timing was wrong. Then there's Javier Saviola. Javier Saviola shows the flip side. Barcelona paid 36 million euros in 2001 for a 19-year-old who glided like a breeze through River Plate shirts. His first term at Camp Nou was a joy. 26 goal contributions in 36 games. Pelé put him on the list of greatest living players. That is the highest praise I can recall for a teen striker. Then the wheels spun. Form slid, knocks piled up, loans to Monaco. Some, though, did deliver. Wayne Rooney didn't just handle the pressure, he bulldozed right through it.
Nani. Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! And what a time! In what a place!
Wayne Rooney is the gold standard. Everton's local hero kicked Arsenal apart age 16, then crossed to Manchester United for 37.5 million euros in 2004. Debut hat-trick in the Champions League, 5 league titles, 1 European crown, club record 253 goals. England sighs about missed trophies, yet 53 international goals still set a record for almost 2 decades. The fee was huge. The return was bigger. Once in a while, the billing matches the box office. But for every Rooney, there's a Fabio Silva, a youngster tossed into the deep end and forced to swim upstream. Fabio Silva learned how harsh England can be. Porto's youngest scorer joined Wolves for 40 million euros in 2020. 4 league goals in 59 games is a rough headline. Loans to Belgium, the Netherlands, and even Scotland followed. Many wrote him off. Yet at Las Palmas this season, 8 goals in 16 games earned him a Portugal call-up. The contract at Wolves still runs, and suddenly fans ask if the story has a second act. And right now, another teenager is trying to stay afloat in that same current. Vitor Roque's journey is just beginning. He is living the pressure right now. Barcelona paid 40 million euros in 2024, stapled a 500 million euro clause to his deal, then sent him to Real Betis for seasoning. 5 quiet matches raised doubts. Then he scored against Villarreal and assisted versus Barcelona themselves. It is small data, but every minute matters when big money hangs over your shoulders. However, not long ago, Vinicius Jr. stood at the same crossroads. Big fee, big questions, and a club waiting for answers.
Ahí te la dejo, le dice a Vinicius, va a buscar puerta, el tiro, golazo, gol de este chico.
Vinicius Jr. could have gone either way. When Real Madrid spent 45 million euros on a 17-year-old from Flamengo in 2018, many rolled their eyes. He looked raw, inconsistent. He barely scored in his first season. Critics called him overrated, but he didn't let any of that stick. Each season, he sharpened his game. More goals, more confidence. Then came 2021-22. Vinicius exploded. He scored 17 league goals, netted the winner in the Champions League final, and silenced every doubter. By 24, he'd won multiple La Ligas, 2 Champions Leagues, and even a FIFA Best Men's Player award. That 45 million euros? It now looks like a bargain. And Madrid didn't stop there. After Ronaldo left, they knew Vinicius couldn't carry the attack alone. So in 2019, they went back to Brazil. This time, they signed Rodrigo, another teenage sensation, also for 45 million euros. Same price, same risk. Rodrigo had already played 80 games for Santos and trained under the same youth coach as Neymar. Madrid saw another gem. And like Vinicius, Rodrigo slowly built his place at the club. Today, he's a regular starter, delivering big goals in big moments. But not every Wonderkid story ends like that. Anthony Martial had his own kind of explosion. In 2015, at just 19, Manchester United paid 60 million euros for him. Huge money, huge pressure. Martial's first full season at Monaco had scouts calling him the next Thierry Henry. He had pace, control, a calm finish. And he showed all of that on his United debut against Liverpool. He skipped past 2 defenders and scored a stunning solo goal. Old Trafford roared. Everyone thought United had found their next superstar. But that didn't last. Martial's form dipped. Injuries crept in. His confidence looked shaken. He won the Golden Boy Award in 2015, but instead of rising, he stagnated. Apart from a solid 2019-20 season where he scored 17 league goals, Martial never really delivered. By 2024, he was sold to AEK Athens. From Ballon d'Or clauses to forgotten at the top level. That's how quickly things can change. On the other hand, Romeo Lavia's story is still unfolding.
This one cleared out for Romeo Lavia! That is some way to score the first goal of your career!
When Chelsea paid 62.1 million euros for him in 2023, it raised a few eyebrows. He wasn't a household name, but insiders knew. At 15, Lavia had impressed Guardiola himself. He joined Man City's academy, but never made a senior appearance. Southampton gave him his chance, and he took it. He was aggressive, disciplined, and smart with the ball. That earned him the big move to Stamford Bridge. But again, injuries struck. He didn't play until late December. Chelsea fans waited. The club spent big, but got almost nothing in return. Even now, in 2025, Lavia is still fighting to prove he belongs. He's had more game time. He's looked better. But the question remains, is he a 62 million euro midfielder or just another lost project? But then there's Kylian Mbappé.
Des Parisiens, ça c'est une passe intéressante de la part de
Neymar avec Mbappé qui va prendre sa chance et voilà l'éclair de génie signé évidemment Kylian Mbappé. Il aura fallu une demi-seconde. Il a attention de la défense lilloise pour que le...
Where most of them stalled, Mbappé soared. He was already making noise at Monaco before he turned 18. Quick, powerful, deadly. He played like Thierry Henry, but sharper. During the 2016-17 season, he ripped through defenses in France and the Champions League. He scored 6 goals in the knockouts alone, against teams like Manchester City, Juventus, and Dortmund. People couldn't believe how fearless he was. That summer, PSG didn't wait. They paid 180 million euros, a world record for a teenager, and this one didn't disappoint. Mbappé's debut season in Paris was unreal. 21 goals, endless highlight reels, and a sense that he was already playing at a world-class level. Then came the 2018 World Cup. That tournament changed everything. He was unstoppable. His speed wrecked backlines. His confidence lit up the pitch. He scored 4 goals, including one in the final against Croatia. France won the tournament. Mbappé became a global icon at just 19. From there, he just kept going. Year after year, goals kept coming. Records fell. He became PSG's all-time top scorer with 291 goals. But something was always missing: the Champions League. PSG never managed to win it, even with him. Then came the 2022 World Cup. Another final. Another Mbappé masterclass. A hat-trick against Argentina. He dragged France all the way to penalties, but still lost. It was one of the greatest individual performances the game has ever seen. And yet, it ended in heartbreak. By 2024, he was done waiting. Mbappé finally left PSG, this time for free, and joined Real Madrid. A move that had felt inevitable for years. Now at 26, he's entering his prime. More mature, still lightning fast, and desperate to finally win everything that's eluded him so far. Finally, we have Luke Shaw.
Sterling making a dart. Walker in there too. Luke Shaw!
Back when he was just a teenager, he was brought in by Manchester United for a whopping 37.5 million euros, expected to be the guy. People were already calling him a future United and England captain, the one who'd finally bring international glory back home. In the 2013-14 season, Shaw was on fire. He stood out in a high-flying Southampton side that finished 8th in the Premier League. The young fullback was nominated for the Premier League's Young Player of the Season and even made it into the PFA Team of the Year. Naturally, top clubs were scrambling to sign him, but United won the race in July 2014. But like a lot of promising youngsters, Shaw quickly found out that life at Old Trafford isn't always smooth sailing. He picked up injury after injury and ended up making just 33 league appearances in his first 3 seasons. Then came a period of constant managerial changes at United, none of them really delivering results, and Shaw found himself drifting in and out of the starting lineup. Fast forward to today, and Shaw's still at United, a club that's still struggling to find its footing. Sadly, he never quite lived up to the huge expectations people had when he was first signed. And that's the thing about football's most expensive Wonderkids. Some shine from day one. Some take the long way around, and some fade before they ever get going. Money can buy potential, but it can't guarantee greatness. So which one of these stories surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more football breakdowns, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next one. Because in this game, the next big thing is always just one transfer away.